Welcome back, everybody. Lady K here, National Membership Officer for Coven of the Goddess, with another YouTube tutorial for you. And today we're going to be talking about filling out the basic membership application. If you are interested in being a full-fledged member of COG or a friend of COG, all of the information is here on how to do that. I am at the main COG website, www.cog.org. And as you can see, we come under this heading titled How to Join. If you click on the How to Join button, that information is here. It tells you if you want to become a member or a friend of COG, why you would want to do that, who could apply. The general criteria for Coven membership, for individual membership, and Friends of COG. So the main difference between the two is to become a friend of COG, you are not required to have letters of recommendation, although they are encouraged, at least one letter of recommendation, and then of course you will do a letter of introduction for yourself. And for our being a full-fledged member, there's a little bit more paperwork involved. You get letters of recommendation for people that are either members of COG or known to COG. So yeah, so basically you're going to fill out the membership application for that. There will be another video that we talk about filling out the Friends of COG application. Right now we are going to concentrate on filling out the regular membership application. So if you click on the applications area, all of the forms that we have on our website are downloadable and fillable. So once you download them and save them to your computer, they become a fillable form. So the first one we see, of course, here is we have the membership application, we have Friends of COG application, and the 5-step application process. The 5-step application process is really good information. It tells you what we're going to need, what the steps are, who you're going to contact, that kinds of information. As you can see, it is an infographic. And so there is how to join as a coven, how to fulfill your requirement, getting your recommendations, and being published in the COG newsletter. So that is very much a very good resource for you to take a look at. So we do have the application form, and that's what we're going to click on right now. So as you can see, it opens it up in your browser. And what's going to happen is that it does not allow you to fill it here. You will have to download it. So you're going to click on up here in this area. You're going to click on in the upper right-hand corner this little folder that says download. So when you click on that, it's going to give you the option to go ahead and open that in Adobe Acrobat. You could either save it, or you can open it with Adobe Acrobat Reader. I'm going to open it with Adobe Acrobat Reader, and then it's going to pull that up. It takes a minute for that to get loaded. And as you can see, when it opens up in this new program, in the Adobe Acrobat program, what's going to happen is that it is going to, let me go ahead and change my share so that you can see that now in Adobe Acrobat. So as you can see, we are now in the Adobe Acrobat area, and these boxes that are highlighted in blue are now able to be fillable. So what's going to happen is I'm going to fill out this information, and I'm just going to put some stuff in here and come down, take a look at some of this stuff. So we have, we'll say we're going to apply as a coven. Local council name, we'll go ahead and put Chamisa because that is the council that I am a member of. You're going to click on it. If you did not have a local council, you would be clicking on national. It means that there's no local council for you to apply to in your area. So then what of course it's going to ask you is it says enclosed are my statement of practice and letters of recommendation from 2 different covens or individuals who are known to the covenant, or my letter to the NMO for like transferring membership from a coven to an individual to a coven, that kind of thing. So what's going to happen now is that I'm going to go ahead and start filling out this information. We do have these areas here, and they do mean different things. So we do have the secret, which means that the only person that will have access to your information is the membership officer. Then we have COG only. COG only privacy it means that, of course, members of Covenant with Goddess only will have access to that. People like the outreach officer, our first officer, anybody that is a member of COG. Then we have public. Public is required for the name of yourself or your coven name, and is also required for your city, state, and zip code, because those are published in our newsletter, and those have to be put out there as far as being public. So you can either pick public or outreach. And the difference between public is that information is out there for the public. We can disseminate your information to somebody who maybe is asking for information in their area. Maybe they're saying, oh, well, I'd like to see if there's somebody I can contact in my area. That's where that comes in. So you can mark public. And then finally, we have outreach. Outreach is usually for people who are actively looking for maybe members for their coven, or they actually do maybe classes or things in their local area, events, and they are outreaching to the public. So you have your tradition, if you have a tradition of any kind. So we will put in here, I'm just going to put in here Coven of the Silver Moon. That is my coven. Our tradition is Silver Moon, which is an eclectic coven. Main pot, put D, that is me. I could put my husband's name in here. And then, of course, you would just fill out the rest of that. Street address, zip, our email address. And see, as you can see there, those levels of privacy are for each area. So for instance, if I did not want to share, I could share my coven name publicly. And then I would maybe want COG only to know our tradition, and then maybe I want to keep mine and my husband's name secret. And then I could click outreach, like on our city, or actually, let's take our street address. We could put as COG only. Our city we would do as outreach, because we are outreach coven. And then I could do my phone and my email address all as outreach, because we are a teaching coven. So all of that is, you can put your social media. This is your proxy designation. Now, proxy is something that we use during our annual Ground Council business meeting. And so you can either grant your proxy to Ground Council as a whole. I recommend to people to go ahead and say that you are going to give your proxy to Ground Council as a whole. And then later on during the year, if you want to, or are you going to attend Ground Council, then you are certainly able to submit an additional Ground Council proxy form. So, and change that and say, well, we're going to be there in person. So this has no problem being changed. So then, of course, you can sign, date, title, HPS, and how much money is enclosed. And that would all depend on how you're joining. So here it also goes more deeply into the different levels of privacy. Again, it explains those a little bit more in depth. And then this area at the bottom is all for local council membership use. So what's going to happen is you're going to come back up here, and it does tell you up here. So I am applying as a coven. It says that there is a sliding scale of 110 to 170. That is up to you, and you base that upon your income bracket and how you would like to do that. So say, for instance, I only wanted to donate $110 to start out. I could put in here $110, and then I would go ahead and send this membership application through. So I can come in now and I hit File, Save As. So I'm going to save this with my coven's name on it. So I'm going going to choose a different folder. And you basically want to save that where it's easy for you to find. So I can actually, so it is named, it's fillable, but I'm going to put Silver Moon and the year. Silver Moon application. Goodness, what is wrong with my typing skills today? Silver Moon application 2020. So in order to find that quickly, I think I'm just going to put that right on my desktop. And I'm going to save it there. So it is being saved. So now all I have to do is, and we're going to go back and let me switch back over to sharing from a different area. So we are going to put new share and we will go back to our browser. So now I can come to my email, and this is my email here, and I can take that, open a new email, put COG application. I'm going to set it to membership@cog.org. Then I will put membership application. Covenant Silver. And this will only be for the first time that somebody applies for membership. After that, you will get a pre-filled renewal form from me or the current NMO during the year. So that it comes up during the time that you are approved for the application. So what I would attach here is I would, of course, attach let's go back to the desktop we were talking about before. And we do have, where did that go? There it is, COG membership application. And then I would, of course, include any letters of recommendation. So I could add a letter of recommendation. Let's go and see if we can find our original application. That might be in here. So we'll go to membership, applications. We join through Chamisa. And here we are. Covenant Silver Moon, as you can see, we applied back in March of 2015. And we included, so we have letter of recommendation 1, letter of recommendation 2, and then we have our statement of practice. So all of those documents would get attached in this area. And then you would include, so I could go ahead and click on all of these. Let's do that just so you can see. So we have letter of recommendation 1, letter of recommendation 2, and statement of practice. So now all of those documents, so those are the documents that are needed for applying to Covenant of the Goddess. If you only have one letter of recommendation, you become a provisional member, and what happens is that you have a year and a day to obtain your second letter of recommendation. So this is what we have here, and then what I'll do is I can just go ahead and send that, and it's just going to come back to myself anyway. So I'll send that out. So a second way that you may go ahead and get that is, here's a membership application. For instance, if I had sent a membership application to somebody via email, what's going to happen is it is included here. You will go ahead and download it, open it up, and you could, again, it's save it, or you can open it with Adobe Acrobat Reader, and you'll start from the same place as before. And that is, change it over to the PDF area again, and as you can see, the form just opened up in that way. So either way, whether it comes via email or you download it from the website, it is going to be here. So I certainly hope that has helped you in filling out a loan application. I'm sorry, filling out a membership application for Covenant of the Goddess. And if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to email me, membership@cog.org. I hope this tutorial has helped you, and you have a blessed